Hey guys, what's up? RJ here, and it's our first live generally, and we are in the Facebook group, and we are totally welcoming the one who owns the DMOs,
Woo woo.
Alex Elliot. What is up, Alex?
What's going on, everybody? It is so good to be here with RJ. It's good to be here with you guys in the online mastermind. I am very excited. Um, you guys know I love Facebook groups. That's what we're talking about tonight. So I can't wait to get down and excited and get into the strategies and tactics and all that fun stuff with everybody.
So, welcome again to our Facebook group. Welcome
Thank
again to
you.
our small community. So, since we're like talking about Facebook groups and how a Facebook group is a type of traffic source that we can simply use in our online marketing journey that we are in right now, what do you want to tell about the Facebook group? How is it for us as a better traffic source, and how are we able to promote our products in our Facebook group, first of all?
So good. Okay. So first off, I want to say hi to Nabil. Nabil has joined us. How's it going, Nabil? All right. So, you know, that's two questions in one, really, right? You're asking
Exactly.
about how is it a better traffic source, and then how do you monetize, right? So let me break this apart. I'm going to first talk about the traffic source. So why I love Facebook groups as a traffic source is because, if you think about it, they always say the money's in the list, right? Like the money's in
Definitely.
the email list, money's in the email list. And I don't dispute that. I think the money is in the list to a point. The thing about Facebook groups is a Facebook group is a living, breathing, three-dimensional list with a heartbeat and a pulse. I mean, you can come inside of your group the way we're coming in right now. You can connect with your people. You can ask them what they want. You can ask them what they need to learn. Excuse me, I've got somebody calling in on my Google. Sorry, hold on one second. Shutting that down. Sorry, guys. So Okay, so I mean, if you think about it that way, you have this opportunity to connect with people in such an intimate, personal, connected way, right? It's in vivo, it's real time. So literally, I could sit here and say, guys, what do you want to learn next? What can I teach you next? How can I help you and serve you next? Right? Like that's really hard to do with words on a page jammed inside of an email box, right? Like
Exactly.
it's so much more interactive, it's so much more real time. And then the other part of it is people get to know you, they get to love you, they get to care about you, they get to care about your life, right? If you're sharing things with them. And when they see you show up day in, day out, and you're serving them and you're giving, there's this amazing sense of reciprocity that takes over, and they want to be connected with you, they want to give back to you, so that when you do make offers, they're like, yeah, of course, man, you've been here every day serving me, of course, I'd love to sign up with your affiliate link, I'd love to check out whatever training it is, or, whatever master class you're selling or whatever course you're selling, that kind of thing. So it just makes the relationship so much stronger, such that when you do want to ascend the relationship and make it, a customer relationship, it's a lot easier to do so. And then the other part of the question was, how do you monetize? Well, you monetize it via, affiliate links. That's a really, really, really easy, fast path to cash kind of thing. And you can do that with simple affiliate links in the welcome message, in the units section, in the group description. I mean, you can put them sort of in lots of places. You can put calls to actions in your lives like we're doing right now, right? We put an affiliate link in the first pinned comment. So there's lots of different ways to monetize with affiliate links. And then obviously, if you're a product creator, or if you are selling physical products, you can obviously do trainings, tutorials, how-tos, demos, anything like that featuring your products or your service, doesn't really matter. And you can, at the end of the training or the demo or whatever, give a call to action for people if they're interested in learning more, if they're interested in purchasing, they can go here and do so, right? So it's really, I want to demystify it. It's not as hard as it sounds.
Exactly. As you said, that it's truly true because it's a three-dimensional, because there are so much things that people can simply do with their Facebook groups. Like it's
Mm-hmm.
not from one only a post perspective. Like the unit section, like there are many things that we simply can do with a Facebook group.
My
So
unit section is full of affiliate links. I mean,
ex-
full of affiliate links.
not just your unit section, the tribe that you simply have is like totally insane, because
I
all
know.
of those people are providing like insane value. So if I want
Unbelievable.
to ask one question, is that how you need to get those members who provide that type of value, because it's all about quality, not a quantity in one sense. But
Absolutely.
sometimes it do matters, but a good audience do matters all time. So how to get good members that follows you in a good way?
That's a really good question. And I think that there's a couple of things that are in play. So first of all, you know, your audience will mirror your behavior. So when you
Definitely.
show up, serve at a really high level and you contribute at a really high level and you engage and you bring lots of energy and enthusiasm and you just give, you're going to actually begin to set that tone in your community, and people are going to want to give. People are going to want to contribute. They're going to see the high standard. So when you set a high standard and you maintain that, and you do not allow low standard behavior, you don't allow spamminess, you don't allow, you know, all link barfing and all that crap. You know, when you keep that out of your group and you set really high standards, you're going to do two things. You're going to attract those kind of people to your group. And then you're also going to incentivize those kind of people to speak up and provide value and that sort of thing. So I think it's very important that you set the standard and that you model the behavior that you want to see in your, because they will mirror that behavior back to you. That's number one. And then you said something that was really important. And I know this to be true. In the beginning, right, when I first kind of was getting started, I was like, I would take anybody with a pulse, right? I was just like, I just want my
Exactly.
group to grow. Right? Like, so in the beginning, I remember those days when I was like, oh my God, I got another member. Like, I was so excited. You know, now it's like hard to keep up. But in the beginning, you really are like, you kind of just are playing a little bit of a numbers game. And like, I get that. That's totally normal. That's the life cycle of a group. When you get to about 500 to 1,000 members, a little bit of momentum starts to pick up, right? And you start to attract more members organically from the Facebook algorithm. You want to keep your group's engagement really, really high, because when you keep your group's engagement really high, the Facebook algorithm actually sends you more targeted members, right? They go, oh, okay, this group is popping off. This is great. They're keeping people on the platform. This is awesome. We're going to send them more members just like that. And so they begin to show your group in the suggested group sidebar. They begin to show your group up at the top of the results when you're really, really engaged. So keeping a very engaged group is a way to actually attract more members, believe it or not. So, and then you want to make sure when you're scanning those members, when you're approving them, that you're not just approving anybody who's applying to your group, right? You want to make sure you have some standards. They need to have a profile picture. They can't be a member of, 9,000 other groups. You need to have probably some mutual friends, some mutual groups in common. They need to not have just created their profile yesterday or 2019. A lot of those profiles are fake and spammy. You start to get a feel for if somebody's in all the Forex and Bitcoin, but it's they,
Forex sounds scammy somehow. Don't know why,
yeah.
but still it do sound scammy, and also goes for Bitcoin as well.
Yeah. I got nothing against Bitcoin, but Bitcoin, where real crypto discussions happen, is not Facebook, it's Twitter. And so the people on Facebook who are out here doing crypto, it's a scammy crowd. I would stay away. So that's just my take on it. But you want to be discerning, and you want to be selective about the people that you let in, right? You don't want to just let anybody in. You want to make sure they're answering your questions, that kind of thing.
Exactly, like it's a totally worth it answer. And like, if it's true, totally true in one sense, it's totally true, because we need to make sure once we are like scaling up for the
Yeah.
members, we need to make sure who to come and who not to come.
Yeah, absolutely. Got to be really
Because
careful.
exactly, because when I was in a group, other Facebook groups like your and Kevin's and like other Facebook group, I was thinking like I need to create my own tribe as well. When I've started,
Yeah.
that I need to have my little own tribe so that I can push my audience something, my offers that they will go for.
Absolutely. Listen, I mean, having a tribe, the power of a tribe. What's going on, Max? Max just joined us. Having the power of a tribe, it's just unbelievable. I can literally press a button, go live, and 40 people show up, and they're listening to what I want to say, and they're excited about the topic, and they're contributing, they're engaging, and it's just like, whoa. And so if I go live for 30, 45 minutes and I serve them really, really well, and at the end I say, guys, if you're interested in learning more, you know, you can sign up for my coaching right here, or you can sign up for this thing right here, or hey, make sure affiliate link to do this. A good percentage of those people are going to do it. So it's an amazing, it's like having a superpower when you have a tribe that you can just go live to and provide value to, and then, you know, make an offer. It's really, really fantastic.
It's
Max is
like,
here live. Nabil is here live. Love it, love it, love it. Good to see
so
you guys.
anyone who is live, do hashtag live. Anyone who is coming on replay, do hashtag replay. So as like Russell always says that it's the traffic you own also matters. Like you need to
Yeah.
have your own traffic. And what I've noticed from my side was that when I started my Facebook group through the start from 50 to 100 members, even though it's like 135, I
Uh-huh.
almost made almost $1,000 with that small tribe, but it was a falling audience.
Yeah, but that's amazing. You made almost $1,000 from 135 people from very small audience. That's incredible.
Exactly. It was insane. And I was only imagining that what if the members are increased and those are quality members? Because it do
Yeah.
matters in one sense. Because if I get myself at this moment also those random members, because I never knew about that. There is a blocking system as well, that black bold text. I
Yeah, they
didn't
block
ever
you.
knew about it. And once you post that image in the group, then I got to know about it. Then I was totally focusing on it. That was the thing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
another huge thing is that you have launched your own course that is called One Group Away Challenge. Can you tell what about it?
I can. So yeah, you know, I found that in my own affiliate, because guys, I started as an affiliate marketer, just like a lot of you guys probably. So I was just an affiliate marketer and I was looking for a way to earn more commission. I was looking for a way to build an audience, build a list that I could actively, you know, educate and make offers to. That was the whole point. And so, you know, I got into Facebook groups. I saw all the other big successful affiliates. I was like, oh, they all have Facebook groups. I should probably have a Facebook group, right? So that's what I did. I made my own Facebook group. And once I did that and I started to see some success, it was like, I just got hungry. I wanted to learn everything I could about Facebook groups. I mean, I went crazy. I like purchased all the big group gurus courses and I got myself a Facebook mentor, groups mentor. And I just like went really, really deep because I wanted to know, I wanted to understand, like, how do I leverage this platform? How do I really hack this platform to get the most out of my activities on here, right? I don't want to just like get halfway results. I wanted really good results. So I did that and ended up spending about 12 weeks in really deep, not only deep study, but I would take what I was studying and then I would implement. And then I would like test it and tweak it and figure out how it worked and see if I could make it better and that sort of thing. And so over a period of about 3 months, really this in-depth process. And then I just started filming videos on everything that I was learning, filming video, everything about the group growth journey and you know, all the different stages and everything you need to do to make this work, and started reporting on not only the things I had learned, but also my insights from my own implementation and that sort of thing. So really exciting process. And I put together through this process something called the One Group Away Challenge. And that was my little like respectful nod of the hat to the One Funnel Away
One Funnel
Challenge,
Away Challenge, yeah.
because I learned so much in the One Funnel Away Challenge. That's where I got my start. I love the One Funnel Away Challenge, right? I mean, that set me straight. That was an amazing challenge. So that was my nod of respect. But you know, Russell talks about a lot of things in there, but he doesn't talk about groups. So I feel like this challenge, the One Group Away Challenge, is such a nice complement to the One Funnel Away Challenge, right? Because on the one hand, you're learning how to build your funnel, but on the other, here you're learning how to build a warm audience, traffic that you own, right? To come over into your funnel. So it's a really nice compliment. And when I say traffic that you own, I'm clear that we don't own the Facebook platform, but
Exactly.
you should be collecting emails for every person who comes in your group, right? So in a sense, you are owning that traffic off the platform, but you do kind of own this little space on the platform in your group. But anyhow, yeah, hey, Yasso, what's up? Nabil, thank you for that comment. That's really sweet. He says he loves my energy. Thank you. Namaste. So this is an overview, a 10,000 foot view of the challenge. The One Group Away Challenge name is a little bit of a misnomer. It's actually 3 challenges in one. So it's kind of, they're back-to-back challenges. So you have challenge number 1. It's called the Build, Grow, and Attract Challenge. And it's all about setting your foundation properly in your group, right? If you've never built a group, this is like the perfect challenge for you. Even if you have a group, but it's still very small, or it's not yet, attracting a lot of members. Basically, if you're not getting on average about 10 members a day, you should probably take challenge 1, just to make sure that you've got your foundation set and you've got your T's crossed and your I's dotted. We're going to teach you a lot of good attraction marketing strategies so you can begin just sucking people in like a big magnet into your group, right? So then once we've got that challenge under our belts, we move on to the second challenge, which is called the Serve, Engage, and Prime to Buy challenge. It's also the challenge that I affectionately call the "oh my God, people are joining my group, what do I do?" challenge, right? Because now in the first challenge, you figured out how to get them in. And now you're like, "oh my God, what do I do with them?" Right? So we're going to figure out now what we do with them, and we're going to serve them at the highest level. We're going to figure out what they need. We're going to engage them like wild. I mean, I hardly these days spend any time at all in my DM host group. And you see it, RJ, it's like a food fight in there. It's so engaged. I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing. That group is just incredible. But it didn't start out that way. I had to put in a lot of work to get that momentum going to where now it's super, super engaged. But that comes after doing the things that I teach you. So I'm going to teach you how to get your ball rolling and get yourself in that direction where you can also have a super engaged group. The third challenge, and by the way, when you're serving your people, in that phase, right, that service and engagement phase, what you're really doing is you're also earning their trust. And there's something that's starting to happen called KLT factor. They're learning to know, like, and trust you, right? So you're building KLT factor with your tribe. So then what happens is we go to challenge 3, which is the monetize, automate, and outsource challenge. That's like the holy grail challenge. Everybody wants to get there, right? So now all of your hard work that you've been putting into growing it, building it, attracting, serving, engaging, all that stuff, now that hard work is coming to fruition. You're able to monetize. You're learning how to automate things, batch create content. You're going to learn how to outsource to trusted moderators, et cetera. And really what we're having you outsource is like the low ROI stuff of a group, like just group admin, low ROI stuff. And you need to be focusing on the high ROI, the high like return on investment stuff of a Facebook group. And what's that? That's creating content for your people. That's learning how to monetize the group. That's creating JV relationships, bringing cool interview partners in, maybe who have a great affiliate program that you want to be a part of. You want to promote their thing. You bring them in for an interview, do a really killer interview, promote with your affiliate link, and boom, make some sales, right? So that's the kind of thing we're talking about. So those are the 3 challenges. Each challenge is $100. You get, just so that you know, the challenge is evergreen. So it starts when you start, right? So nobody's like ahead of you, nobody's behind you. You just start when you start. And we have such an amazing private Facebook group for the challengers. And everybody's in there, building their groups together, supporting each other, joining each other's groups, going live, testing, practicing going live so they get the jitters out and all this stuff. It's just such a warm, supportive, amazing group. And I'm in there twice a week live, training and answering questions and all that stuff. And then you get obviously all the video modules, the workbook. There's 3 group experts inside the group. It's myself, my business partner, Callum, for all things tech. And then Corey Gulick in there for like doing lives and stuff. So you have access to all of us like lifetime. Like we're never kicking you out. This is not one funnel away. We don't shut down the group. Nobody gets kicked out, none of that. So, in 6 months when Facebook changes its algorithm, as it will, like it just will, right? We'll be ready for it. And you can come back and be like, hey, what do I do now? Facebook changed things around, blah, right? So you always have that support, which is really good because I'm charging a lot for my time these days. So, having access to myself and the other guys is just an invaluable resource. That's really a good thing. So
like it's totally great. And also that during the 1 year period of my time, I'm doing online marketing and all of these things. I never saw any type of training specifically on Facebook group. Like literally, I haven't saw that. And once I saw that one group away challenge, the first slogan that I had in my mind was that you're one group away totally. So that was a
Yeah,
slogan that it came to
I
my mind because
love it.
it's totally
You're
relatable. And one more thing that that is totally true is that you need to have a focus on one traffic source as well, but you need to diversify as well. That you need to have a backup source. You need
Mhm.
to have an email list. You need to
Absolutely.
get subscribed to the messenger bot. You need to
Yep.
have an audience on YouTube, but you need
Yep.
to have an audience on Facebook as well. Because I totally
Absolutely.
remember that I was like watching your group. I was like, oh, insane that it got so much engagements.
It's nuts. I know. It's a wonderful
But it's
thing.
all about hard work. It's all about hard work. How long does it take to get yourself to that exact same point?
I've had my group. So we're in September now. So I started my group so March, April, May, June, July, August, September. So we're like 6.5 months. I've had it for 6.5 months. So time flies. It's not that much, right? Like 6.5 months is not that much. And I'm literally almost at 3,000. And in fact, we could probably be at 15,000, but I have been so strict about who I let in. I, for the I don't know how many people request a day, but it's a lot. And for those many people that request a day, I probably decline, 85 to 90% of them because they're just not the right fit. I'm very, 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 very strict on who I let in because I don't want it to become a spam fest. I don't want it to just be a bunch of lurkers. I want it to be people who are actually going to provide value. I want it to be people who are actually active in this space. I make sure that we're in a lot of the same groups. I make sure that we have a lot of mutual friends. I make sure that they answer the questions because it matters to me the type of person coming in. And if it's just somebody who's going to come in and try to take and who's not really invested, I'm not interested. So that's, I'm sure it could have grown faster. So take hope. You could probably grow it quicker than me, but I've just been extremely
Exactly,
strict.
that is totally insane because I saw your group that, as I told you, okay, and the level of value that those people are providing is totally insane. Like it
Amazing.
happens in group, but on that group it's totally insane because it's not like happens in a second. It's a strategy that
It's a
simply happens.
strategy. Yeah.
Okay, it's a
Yeah.
step-by-step game plan how it happened. Like it took you 6.5 months for all of these circumstances and going through from all of them and putting them into a single content is totally worth it. And
It
since
absolutely is. Yeah. Yeah.
yes,
I've earned like 45, $75,000 from that one group, like in 6 months. That's not bad. That's like not bad at
exactly,
all. Like one Facebook group, 6 months, 75 grand. Not bad. So it's been totally worth it. Totally worth it.
yeah, totally insane. And as far as I will always like recommend anyone who's like starting out with their Facebook group or have a small tribe, including myself, because I know that right now if I'm on a live video, I will do one group of a challenge for myself as well,
Hmm.
because I
Hmm.
will do that because I know that I need it. And as far as Russell states in .com secrets, you can simply model those things that are able to see by yourself.
That's
You won't
it.
be able to see it until you went into it.
That's it. You got to model what works. Yeah. And
Exactly, model completely.
I really, I made this challenge in such a way. I asked myself, I was like, all right, I need to teach this in such a way that I could teach my elderly mother who doesn't even have a Facebook page, it doesn't even have a profile. I have to be able to teach it like that. Like I'm teaching it to a complete beginner. So, if people have no experience, no tech experience, I want people to just rest easy. Tried to make it so simple, so easy, that anybody can do this, right? So, and that's why I'm so active also in the support group, because if anything isn't clear, if anything maybe is a little bit complicated, then I'm right there. We're all right there to clarify. I sometimes just shoot a quick video and send my video as an answer. I'm like, here you go. This is what you got to do. Like, so I'm very hands-on in there to make sure that people have what they need to succeed, because honestly, like, I don't care about your $100. I care about your results. I want you to get results. My goal is to get people thriving communities that they can serve and monetize. That's what I want. So
Exactly. So it's not about, uh, in one sense, it's not about income. First of all, it's all about value. Once
yeah,
you're providing value, it gets you income.
money follows value. There's a quote,
Exactly.
money follows value. Provide that value and the money will take care of itself. You don't have to worry. It really does. I know that sounds crazy when you're first starting out. You're like, oh yeah, that's nice. I'm telling you the truth. Provide value and then give people the opportunity to reciprocate by just giving them your affiliate link or providing them your product link or whatever it is. But be focused, high intention on value provision, high intention on service, low intention on the outcome, right? Whether they buy or not. And you'll find that serving in that way, actually, you monetize really, really, really well. It's just a weird thing, but it happens.
Yeah, totally, totally great. And I like truly remember one thing, because there's a totally different mindset of the people who are living in different country because of their totally mindset. It happens to me as well. So what happens from my side, I was like, when I started for ClickFunnels, especially
Yeah.
because I started for Shopify on
Yeah.
October. So when I started on January, I was like, okay, I'm watching like so many orange bar of other people. How can I get it for me? Like,
Yeah.
I was totally insane that I need to do it somehow. I need to make sure I need to get my first sale. Like some
Yeah.
people do it insanely great, and some people always try to only figure out how it happens.
Yeah.
So it's happens, and what later on what happened was that after 2 months, I got one. Once I got my first sale, over there, Kevin Steven got his 100 or like something like that. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, I got my first sale, and he is going to get. That's what I've learned at that moment, is that the only thing that truly matters is your credibility each and everywhere. In the
That's it.
Facebook groups,
That's it.
people, it's not never matters that how many people you know, how
That's
many
it.
people knows you.
Yep. It's how many people know you and how much value you're providing. That's it.
Exactly.
That's it.
And in terms of group, people knows you completely. And many of the people have started one group away challenge, like insanely huge people, and like many of them start getting results.
They're already getting results. It's the coolest thing. Oh my gosh. We are inside the group. People are posting all the results. Oh my God, I already have 50 members. Oh my God, I already made a sale from my group. Oh my God, I already booked coaching calls. Like, it's so cool. It's so cool to see. What's also cool is to see the personal development of these people, the transformation. You have somebody who goes live for the first time and they're so scared. I mean, it's scary to go live the first time. I remember I was so scared myself. So, they go live first time and they're just like, they're a nervous wreck. And then by like the fifth time, they're like telling stories and they're fun and they're cracking. And you're just like, oh my God, look at you. Like, look how far you've come in 5 lives. It's nothing. And they're like, this isn't that bad. Oh my gosh. So it's really cool to watch people's personal transformation, and they're like finding their voice and they're coming out of their fear, and they're like, okay, I can do this. I got this. I can build a tribe. I can be the leader. I can be on camera. So cool. So cool. I love it.
So one group away challenge is in a 3 step.
It's a
It
3-step
generally
process.
is.
Yeah.
So why is it one by one by one? Why it shouldn't be in a single run?
Because here's the deal. I learned some facts that were really interesting. The ideal length for a challenge is 7 to 14 days. Anything longer than that, and people kind of like fall off, they don't finish it, and I was like, okay. The other thing is that the information is sequential. You cannot have a group of 20 members and take the monetization challenge. It's a setup for failure, right? You're not going to be
Definitely.
like hard, like you're going to be pitching people products, it just doesn't make sense. So you must get the foundation built first of your house before you build the top floor, right? It just doesn't work. It doesn't make sense. So that's what we're doing here. We're making sure that people get their foundation built and move through the challenge. But I broke it up because I didn't want people to have the mindset that, oh God, it's a 40-day challenge. It's so much. It's so heavy. I can't. It's just little sprints. That's it. People can take a little break if they want to, take a week off, whatever, go back. Everything is evergreen, so they can just jump in whenever they want. But I wanted to give people, this is an implementation heavy challenge. And because it's implementation heavy, I want people to have quick wins. So I wanted to give people quick wins. And the way to do that for me, I just felt was like break it up into 3 challenges, 3 little sprints, and it gives people a sense of accomplishment, right? Instead of a sense of like, oh my God, this is so long, I don't know if I can do it, right? So it was psychology.
Yeah, totally. It's like it's all about quality, not quantity.
Yep.
And if those challenges are bound out together, then some people would like quit up before they even started, because
Absolutely.
there are definitely there are like many things that we already bought but never looked of it.
Exactly.
It happens.
Exactly.
It totally happens. So
That's why I didn't make it a course. I heard from Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins said that only 2% of people who actually purchase a course actually finish. I was like, there's no way I'm making a course if only 2% of people are going to, I was so mad. So I was like, I'm going to make a challenge, because I started looking into challenges, and about 20% of people finish challenges, which is still not great, but it's 10x from the courses. So I was like, all right, let's do a challenge. Let's do a challenge instead. It's just got a more vibrant atmosphere, right? And that Facebook group provides for such a vibrant, active atmosphere. So that's really important.
exactly. So one of the main important thing is that people do think about how to start a Facebook group generally, because somehow if they manage to think that they need to have a Facebook group,
Uh-huh.
what should be the first thing that you prefer them before starting a Facebook group? Like how to have a correct audience, what should to do and what not to do
So
since
yeah,
they are starting out.
yeah. If you're just starting out, you there's sort of a sequence of things that you want to do, right? You want to you want to actually spend some time before you ever create the group. You want to spend some time thinking about, like, who is my target audience? Who are my people? Who do I just love hanging out with all day? Who do I love serving? Who can afford what I'm going to be pitching? Who do I really, really enjoy working with? Who can I make an impact on? Like, who, the information that I want to teach, the specific information, who can that impact? Who can benefit from that? Right. So it just spends a really good amount of time figuring out your who before you actually just go create a group. Then you want to think about, like, your keywords, right? Because Facebook functions a lot like a search engine with that search bar when people are looking for groups to join. So, and Facebook leverages the keywords that are in your group title. It leverages the keywords that are in your description when it's pulling search results, right? So you want to make sure that whoever you've decided is your who is reflected over in your keywords, right? Maybe it's how they self-identify. My target market was affiliate marketers, right? So they self-identify as affiliate marketers. Maybe you would also pull in, if you wanted to build your own personal brand, like you, RJ's online mastermind, you're using your name, right? So in one incarnation of my group before this name, it used to be called Six Figure Affiliate Marketing with Alex Elliot. I was personally branding. I had affiliate marketing, and then I used, you can use a desire or a pain point. I used as a desire the six-figure mark, right? Because that's like a big goal for a lot of affiliate marketers, right? To make six figures in a year with affiliate marketing. So I use that as kind of an aspirational goal plus a keyword plus my personal brand, right? So you can do that sort of thing as well with the what I have now, the name Digital Marketing Hacks for Online Entrepreneurs. I'm using two keywords. I'm using online entrepreneurs and I'm using digital marketing. And then hacks is just like a great, it's like tips, strategies, hacks, secrets, whatever. But it's just a good, it pulls people. It's a curiosity hook. So that's what I did. But using keywords when you're crafting both your group description and your title, super important, because that's how Facebook finds you and serves you up to interested people who might be looking for what you've got to offer. So those things are really important before you ever go and start a group. You really want to
So
think.
have you think about, first of all, your full group name, like Digital Marketing Hacks for Online Entrepreneurs, or DMHOs first?
I thought about the digital marketing hacks for online entrepreneurs. It was only once I had that name that I realized what the acronym was, and I was like, oh, that's amazing. And then I just went for it. When I had that name down and I saw the acronym, there was no question. I had to do it because it was funny. And I have the humor of like a 14-year-old boy. So it was perfect.
It was so catchy, like literally so catchy. Like sometimes it gets totally into the mind, like DMOs, and I was like, if I
It's hilarious.
if I was exactly, it's totally hilarious. But once I was about to start the video, I was like, okay, I will do this type of intro, like the ones who owns the DMOs. Like, look, it's so catchy. Like it's totally like, okay, insane. It's matching over all that stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah. It's
it's
funny.
totally great. So, where is the group where is your group is going in the direction? Like, what's the future plan of
What's
those
the
Facebook groups?
future? Oh man.
Exactly.
Okay. Sorry. The future of DM hose. That's a really good question. So what's going to happen? Um, this is probably the first time I've ever said this publicly. So we'll reveal this on your show here. What's going to happen is I'm probably going to rebrand it. Um, I don't know. We're going to think about it. We're kind of having a think about rebranding some things and figuring some things out. Um, we're going to rebrand Tribe Tools. Tribe Tools is my current company right now that's running One Group Away. We're having a little bit of company restructuring right now, and we're going to kind of kill off Tribe Tools, and it's just going to be Alex Elliot. So I want to really build my personal brand, and so you're gonna see a lot of like Alex Elliot everywhere because we're trying to build the personal brand. We're gonna build the One Group Away challenge brand out more, and we're going to put some coaching products on the back end and just build out that value ladder. So I think what's gonna happen is you're gonna see more of this ugly face in my name, and I don't know what that means actually for the group. We may keep the group name, we may not. I don't know. We're still kind of in indecision about that. We're not sure.
Okay, so like there are like those future plans out there for the group, and overall, there was a secret, but it's not now.
It's the secret is simply that there may be some changes coming to the group name. There may not be changes to the group name because we love DM hosts. So we're kind of like struggling with this. And you know, we'll definitely keep the same admins. The same admins will be there. Callum and Mario, you know, they're my buds. They're going to be there. But I think what's going to happen, we're trying to promote like Elliot brand a little bit more, like my personal brand. So that's what's going to probably, you'll just see a little bit more of my face and probably a little bit less of theirs, just because we're trying to push this bad boy hard, and I have some goals that I'd like to be speaking on stages and things like that at some point. So I need to raise my profile. That's what's going to happen.
Okay, sounds literally good. And
Thank you. Thank you.
one more thing is that how long since you've started your online marketing journey, and at what point you will realize that you are doing something wrong? Because when once we are starting out, we feel that we are doing something wrong in terms of
Yeah.
traffic, in terms of promoting the content. Because sometimes once we are starting out, we feel that promoting and spamming is the same thing, but it's not. Like
No.
it's our thinking at the start, very start.
Yeah. So I'm going to be really honest with you guys. It took me a really, really, really long time to make it in this game. I was playing this game like a side hustle for like 14 years trying to make it. And I had varying degrees of success. I had an Amazon FBA business for a while that did pretty okay until, you know, Amazon just got really crazy with their FBA people. And, you know, what used to make me a lot of money stopped making me a lot of money, and I didn't adapt. And I was just like, all right, screw it. And then I had Shopify stores, I did eBay, I had a Facebook marketing agency. I mean, I've tried like everything, Pinterest, you name it. So, and I think for a long time, my problem was, I don't know that I stuck with anything long enough to really see it through, right? Like I would get shiny object syndrome and I would just be all over the map. Like it was a mess. So I wasted a lot of time and a lot of money with shiny object syndrome. As I look back now, you know, and I see that. It took getting into a really difficult financial situation at the beginning of this year. You know, I was down to like my last $1,000 in February of this year. And it was a scary, scary time. And that's how I got into the OFA. I got into the OFA. The OFA was like my Hail Mary. I was like, this has to work. Like I have nothing left. I don't have anything else. I don't have any other like aces up my sleeve. This is it. So that's that's a mindset I entered the OFA in, with like total desperation. And I was going to figure it out, or I was going to die trying. Like that was my mindset. And so, I kind of had this fire in me of just like, go, 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 go. So that was, and the OFA gave me structure. The OFA gave me like hook story offer. The OFA gave me so much belief, like in belief week, man, Russell just knocked over all my limiting beliefs. And so I just felt like almost invincible. I was like, let's just go, let's just figure this out. You know, when Steve Larson said publish daily, that really stuck with me. He's like, you publish daily and you'll never starve. And I was like, all right, let's do it. Cause I'm about to starve. Let's go. So it was like that. And then when I saw all the other successful affiliates had Facebook groups, it just made sense. And so I just started my Facebook group, started publishing daily in my Facebook group, started in my attraction marketing, trying to pull people in. And before you knew it, I actually had people who, when I would press the live button, they actually wanted to hear what I wanted to say. And I was like, what? That's crazy. All these strangers actually care about what I have to say. That is nuts. Like, it was just amazing. And then it just, you know, showing up every single day, being consistent, showing up. It was so important. And just believing in myself and being focused, right? I always say 20 steps in one direction are better than one step in 20 directions. So I learned from my years of shiny object syndrome that that was not going to serve me anymore. And I had to focus. I had to focus. I wanted to succeed. So it was only when I really, really focused that I started to have success. So
Exactly, like you need to get out of the comfort zone first of all. You need to get out of
yeah,
the comfort zone, and shiny object syndrome is just like a disease in online marketing. Like
totally.
people shift out from one place to another to see if this thing is supposed to work. It never works if someone follows each and every shiny object generally.
Never, never,
and
never works.
and
Nope.
once you simply identify the one goal and one thing that you simply need to do at the moment, that was it.
Yep, that was
That's
it.
simply it. And at one point, at simply one point, once you are like, you think that you have already like achieving something, at some point the best way to do and scale it is to teaching others.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Once you've actually achieved something, once you've actually had some success, the best way to grow is turn around and teach that to other people and say, okay, guys, here's what I did. Here's how I had success. Let me show you how to do it too. Right. And then that just helps blow you up. And that's exactly what I'm doing now. I mean, I've switched my focus from being full-time affiliate marketer to now, because I've had so much success with my Facebook group, to being full-time groups teacher, right? And that's what I'm doing now. So it's exciting. It's really cool. I love it.
Like it's truly thrilling to see how things changed for yourself, and we also learn from you and from your Facebook group especially, from your Facebook group especially.
Thank
And
you.
we are also able to like figure out somehow in some way to see you guys that what is the term value is, because all the
Yeah,
people out there, all the gurus out there say okay, well, provide value, but they don't simply tell what the term value is all about.
exactly. It's like, what is this all about? Yeah, yeah. I totally get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Yeah, I mean,
Exactly.
we try to be as transparent as possible with what we're doing, and just kind of keep you guys in the loop as much as we can. And it's this game is not hard once you select one thing and go after it with all your heart and commit to learning it and just mastering it, dominating it, right? One thing. I think that what happens is when we don't select the one thing and we just have all these things going and all these different funnels and our energy is scattered, our focus is scattered. And so of course nothing takes off. But when you can pull your focus in line, do one thing, whew, a lot of power behind one thing. A lot of power.
So how do you get that much energy once you get into life?
How do I get
That
that
much
much,
energy,
like on a
exactly,
live or what?
on a live, especially on a live, because
Oh
people
yeah.
saw,
So
if they saw their leader have that type of energy, they're truly
oh,
pumped up.
let
That
me
is what
tell
they
you,
need.
that's exactly what they need. So for energy, honestly, it's a couple of things. You're gonna think I'm totally weird, but that's okay. I'm gonna show you my weird. So basically, I follow a type of a way of eating. I do intermittent fasting every single day, so I only eat one meal a day, and I eat as much as I want at this one meal, but I eat a style of eating called keto, and I eat one meal a day, and then I fast for 23 hours a day. And there's something really interesting that happens when you're fasting. You get like this incredible energy. It's like amazing. So I half the time I feel like I'm like high on nothing because I'm just fasting and I have this like crazy energy. But also I realize that, you know, Steve Larson said something during the One Funnel Away challenge that I'll never forget. He said, on a live, on video, you have to be yourself, but louder, right? Yourself, but louder. So that never left my mind. And I always realized, I was like, wow, I got to bring it. I got to bring the energy. I got to bring the enthusiasm. I got to bring the excitement. I got to bring the intensity. Because you have to understand something. Like, think about the context in which people are interacting with us. They're staring at this little black rectangle in their hands, and they've got scoliosis, and they're just scrolling and they're scrolling and they're scrolling. And they really don't care about you. They really don't care about me. We got to grab them by the shirt collar, get their attention, and pull them in. How do I do that? Watch how I talk. I'm always talking with my hands. I'm always right up in your face. I'm da, 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 da. I make sure I'm making eye contact with you at all times. I raise my voice. I have fast pacing or slow pacing. I kind of, you know, vary my pacing. I'm active. I'm up. I'm moving. So I want to make sure that I'm capturing people's attention as they're scrolling. So they stop and they go, "Oh, what's happening there? She's moving all around." And da, da, da. So I'm very intentional with the use of my energy on the video medium, because I know I have a very brief amount of time to capture people's attention, right? And if I can capture their attention, if I can hook them, then I have a chance to actually like give them education and sell them. But I can't sell them and I can't serve them if I can't hook them. So you got to hook them first.
Okay, so totally like sounds like awesome. So I think I should try to uh, go into live and do something like that, and like put my hands over to get them some attention, because everything
Yeah,
happens with attention, because they truly like
everything.
scrolling down the Facebook, don't watching anything. Once there's some type of content that is seems good for them, then they went in.
Yeah,
Otherwise they
yeah.
don't have that time. So at the point of this moment, I can simply say that I will join one group away challenge, because I want to
It's
scale
exciting.
my Facebook group,
That's
definitely, because
exciting,
I
bro.
want that type of group that should be engaging first of all, and it should be like a good group that should follow you and do the engagements in a good way, that they should provide value just like your group and your group members always do.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
also, anyone who wants to start with one group away challenge, the link is in the comments down below. You can simply go through it, and I will like, it's totally a huge thing. If you want to start your Facebook group, or if you have a Facebook group, less members, or even though you had, you need to scale those Facebook group and monetize it in some
Mhm,
way
mhm,
that you
mhm.
get yourself better results.
Absolutely.
Anything that you can simply want to tell the audience so far, Alex?
Other than the fact that, you know, I just want everybody to have this superpower, right? I feel honestly like I have a superpower. I can literally press live, go live in my group, talk to them for 45 minutes, train them on a topic, and then at the end be like, guys, if you want to learn more, sign up with me for this or do this, or I can give them some sort of call to action. And a good portion of the people sign up. Like, that's amazing. It's like making money at will. You can print money on demand. It's so cool. So I want people to have this superpower. And I don't care what it is you're promoting or selling. You know, it could be physical products, it could be digital products, it could be your own services, coaching, consulting. It doesn't matter. It can be local services, right? I mean, you can build a local group as well. So there's just so many applications for this. And I just want people to understand, like, the power of having a tribe with which you cultivate a relationship and whom you serve is just, it's indescribable. It's the most amazing thing. And as you scale that out and build that out, I mean, this can provide you, this is my full-time income, right? You can create a full-time income out of hanging out with your friends on Facebook. Crazy. That's amazing. That's amazing, right? So I want people to have this incredible opportunity. I find it's just one of the most incredible things I've ever discovered, and there's a formula to doing it. So I would love to share that formula with you. I'd love to have you guys over at One Group Away Challenge. We have so much fun in there. We support each other. We care about each other. We join each other's groups. We engage. We make sure everything's popping. So it's just a great environment. I'd love to have you there.
Exactly. That's what I love for our community. First of all, that we simply want to live each other, like with each other, and in the over the same areas, so
I
we
know.
can simply hang out. Like, it's
We all
totally
want to
each
hang
and
out.
everyone. Exactly. It's totally each and everyone's mindset that, what if like we live each other like together, and like
I
we simply
know.
hang out and go. Like, it's totally a possibility, and it will happen,
It will
especially on
happen.
Funnel Hacking Live.
Oh yeah,
Especially on
for
Funnel
sure.
Hacking Live, it's
For
definitely going to
sure.
happen.
Yeah.
And like, as I said, that I will go for one group away challenge. And for anyone who's supposed to start out with Facebook group or having a Facebook group, I would recommend you to go for one group away challenge right away. And
Very
I truly hope that you will start getting results if you do it in a right way. If you do
yes,
it in a right
absolutely.
way.
Absolutely.
So I
Very cool,
guess
man. Very cool.
I guess like it is totally it for the audience. I like totally appreciate it for your time, and like thank you so much for coming
Absolutely.
into the group.
I am so happy to be here. Thank you for having me, RJ. I appreciate you. I appreciate your audience. And I know we're going to have a lot of people catch it on the replay. So let us know on the replay. If you guys have questions, tag me and I'll come back in and answer on the replay. So don't think just because like, you know, it's a replay and you're not going to get your questions answered. And I would encourage everybody, if you want to go through it, make sure to take up RJ on the offer, go through his link, because if he's going through it, he can also help coach you through it, right? Like he can help be there as a buddy, right? As an accountability buddy. He can look at your group for you, that kind of thing. So I would definitely take him up on his offer and make sure that happens. So, but thank you guys for having me here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And RJ, it's late where you are. It's very
I
late
know,
where you
like it's
are.
too late. Many of the guys out there sleeping. Like,
It's
okay,
very
that's not a
late.
problem. That's what entrepreneur is all about. Like
That's it, man. That's what we
waking
do.
up,
We do what we got to
waking up
do.
exactly at that exact same moment. Like it's totally all about it. So totally
That's it.
appreciate it for coming and getting into the group, providing so much energy and value into the group. And like it's
Absolutely.
totally insane. I learned
My
so
pleasure.
many
My
things from
pleasure.
you, and like
Good
okay, it
stuff.
was
Good
too
stuff.
good. Too good.
All right, guys, have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you out there in Facebook land, and I hope I see you inside of the One Group Away Challenge.
You're one group
Bye-bye,
away.
guys. One Group Away. Bye-bye.